Painful obedience. What is painful obedience? I hear people say, I love God, I love God. What is love? Love is obedience. Well, I'm going to start like this. Sometimes obedience is hard. Obedience is difficult. That's the raw fact. Painful obedience could be like something you don't really want to do, but you have to do it. Something God is telling you to do and it does not make sense. You don't understand, but you know in your heart that you have to do it. That can be painful obedience. Now, I'm going to say something that might not really sound well to some people, but your love for God is directly proportional to your obedience to God. If you say you love God, you must obey Him. Those difficult things God told you to do, those outrageous things, like how can God tell me to drop this? Is this a sin? How can God tell me to do that? That is hard. Your love for God is directly proportional to the obedience of those hard sayings. So when next you say, I love God, let your mind go back to those moments of obedience or disobedience. Obedience sometimes is hard. Obedience sometimes is painful. Obedience sometimes is harsh. You remember Moses? He stayed all night, he was waiting on God. God called him to the mountain to speak to him. But God did not speak till some days has passed. He was in the cold. We don't know what he was wearing, but he waited there. He obeyed God, but God did not speak immediately. He waited on the mountain until God eventually spoke for another days. I think it's a period of 40 days or so. Painful obedience means self-denial. It was hard on Abraham. It was hard for him. The truth is, you are not ready for Christianity if you are not ready to swallow the hard pills of painful obedience. Christianity is not on a bed of roses. If you are really going to walk with God, it's going to take away your comfort. Yes, it will give you joy, but there's a price to pay. The price of obedience is not always sweet. You must be willing to sacrifice your comfort on the altar of obedience. Jesus passed through the same painful obedience. When Jesus said, not my will, but let thy will be done. I wish this cup would pass over me, but not my will, let your will be done. That was a moment of painful obedience for Jesus Christ.